Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Hi everyone, it's Rabbi Kenneth Hahn for JUTV and Ask the Rabbi Thursdays. And today I'm talking just briefly about the big picture of the High Holy Days and one notion of what's going on here. And it's really about what we're doing personally for ourselves and for the world writ large and where it all leads to. And do you like my head covering today? Because obviously one place the high holiday season always leads to is the World Series. And I wanted to give you a little joke about that. You know the joke about the congregant who goes up to his rabbi and says, "Rabbi, I got a big problem because the Red Sox are playing in a World Series game on Kol Nidre. What should I do?" And the rabbi turns to the congregant and says, "Well, that's why God created DVRs." And he said, "Oh, that's a great idea. I didn't realize Kol Nidre services were on cable." Ha ha. Okay, so where is this all leading? You know, we have been spending a lot of time in introspection, and we've been hopefully doing our work to think about those people to whom we may owe an apology and with whom we might need some reconciliation. And perhaps we've been doing some work to open our hearts to accepting an apology that's offered to us and kind of maybe getting over or through a grudge. And that's important work. But as one good friend of mine said when we were talking about this the other day, he said, that's all very personal. What about the world writ large? And I'd like to suggest that doing that individual work is very much a part of not only healing personal relationships, but healing the world too. And here's one notion of what's going on at the High Holy Days. We start this season really with the month of Elul, preparing ourselves, and then we have the new year with Rosh Hashanah. Then we have the 10 days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, which are the sacred days of awe, and then we have Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. But what comes right after Yom Kippur, literally on its heels? So much so that it is actually said, before you break your fast for Yom Kippur, you should actually go out and build your sukkah. So Sukkot comes right on the heels of Yom Kippur. And Sukkot is coming right up. And what are the two mitzvot or sacred obligations we have at Sukkot? We are told that we should reside in the sukkah, really live outdoors, and we shake the lulav and the etrog. And the lulav, for those of you who don't know, is the branches of three different trees, the willow, the myrtle, and the palm, that are bound together, and with the etrog, which is a citrus fruit, they are shaken in the four directions, up and down. And what is that? That's actually the Jewish rain dance. That's what that is. And so what's really going on here? In the olden days, we were all getting purified, but one person in particular was getting purified, and that was the high priest, who was going through the same ritualistic process that we all were to atone and get clean. And then, right on the heels of Yom Kippur, the high priest would shake the lulav on behalf of the community, and that was really about bringing rain. And rain was something that was necessary for our survival. And Sukkot, of course, is a harvest holiday, but in the greatest of Jewish fashions, even as we're bringing one harvest in, we're already anxious about the next harvest, and the next harvest is only going to be good if we get rain. And that's what leads to our survival. So really, I think the big message here is we are doing this work to purify ourselves so we can engage in action that is about preserving and extending ourselves and our community, particularly in those realms over which we don't have control, like the rain's coming. So that's a little bit of an idea of how, in a very real sense, ritualistically, for Jews and throughout Jewish history, doing the individual work was absolutely done on behalf of the community to make the lives of the community writ large better. So that's one take on what's going on in these days of awe. And with that, I want to wish you all a wonderful and reflective Yom Kippur, an easy fast, and tune in next week on Monday for Music Mondays. And for JUTV, this has been Rabbi Kenneth Hahn. Lihitraot.